Hey everybody, this is Joe here in Houston. I'm in zone 9B and this is my backyard butterfly cottage style garden. That is Mrs. Doubtfire, who must be in every video. And this is the middle of May and gosh, I love it. I love this view and I love this garden. This is a spring garden and so its best time are sort of March, April, May. And then things will get so hot here in Houston that I will pull out a lot of the annuals. And then the perennials, and particularly the native Texas plants and the roses, will carry the garden through the rest of the year. Fall is really beautiful here as well. I can kind of cut things back and it will all rejuvenate and come back beautifully. But it looks different because I don't have any of the annuals going. So I love this view so much. This wonderful fennel for the eastern black swallowtail butterflies. We have had two come out. I came home, I've been gone for a couple of days, and I came home to an empty chrysalis of an eastern black swallowtail, and also several empty chrysalises from Gulf Coast, Gulf fritillary butterflies. So my coneflowers have really been doing well. And I'm impressed, I'm excited, because I kind of thought they were not gonna do well. We didn't have a good year last year with the pretty parasols, but look how beautiful. And I am in love with that. And then we've got some that are self-sown, and so I don't actually know, what variety these are, or whether they're their own variety that they cross-pollinated, and this is what we got. But they're fantastic also. And oh, look at this one that's got little stripes on it. I just love that. So pretty. And then this ocean of black and blue salvia, and I'm loving these little yellow sunflowers that I grew. I wanted pale yellow. I didn't want a bright yellow sunflower, and look how perfect that is. They really didn't come up last year very much. I had one and I let it go to seed, and so this must be the result of that. But look how perfect, and I think it looks so pretty. There's such a pretty shape, and I love the little middle. And this could be, oh gosh, I'd have to look up the names of the ones that I grew. But I think it looks so pretty with that purple in the back, sort of black and blue, really, salvia in the back. And then this gomphrena is doing so beautifully. And then I've got some Verbena bonariensis here that I just tucked in here. It was growing somewhere else and I tucked it in here. And look, it's full of powdery mildew. So I don't know, I might just pull that out. It doesn't look fantastic anyway. And then tucked in here, just a little survivor, the Tutti Frutti agastache, which is like my favorite little agastache, but it doesn't like Houston very much. I'm shocked that this is still alive. The carrots are paying off. Look at that. How fun is that? So I've got all these carrots, and then I've got another one there that's looking so pretty. And then another one, that's another plant back there. And then behind this carrot over here, you can start to see the very beginnings of pale yellow parsley that I sort of chucked back there. And then I'm gonna try to walk back there. It's so full of beautiful flowers right here. I'm so thrilled with it all, but it does make navigation a little complicated. I bought a different gomphrena. Isn't that pretty? All my baby gomphrena seedlings pretty much all got eaten by slugs and snails. I bought this one. It's different. I think this one is called something like Fireworks, this one. Can't get it in focus, it keeps moving. This, I'm not sure, this is Carmine something, and I just think it's beautiful, and I'm hoping it will get kind of big and tall and willowy as well, and so I popped that in there. All right, let me go back over here and see if I can show you a little exciting development. Oh, here's Verbena bonariensis that is doing well over here. I'm having trouble getting things to be in focus today. Sorry about that. And then here's that Ammi called Dara. which is in the carrot family. And you can see the similarities between the Dara and that carrot right there. So much, you know, it's obviously in the same family there. But let me see, what I'm trying to show y'all, and I'm clomping around back here to do it, do you see all the little heads of flower spikes from a crinum lily? You see there's 3 of them right there, and those are from the crinum lily. Whoops, those are from the crinum that has never bloomed. I have had it for 100 years. I bought it at a like a little tag sale at an old folks home. I'm not making that up. And I bought these huge bulbs, and they've never bloomed because I put them in too much shade. And so I think they're white, creamy white, and they're gonna be, you can kind of see, they're gonna be right there in the middle. So I'm so thrilled with that. And next to that pretty pale pink rose, which is called Caldwell pink. Look, this is year 2 of the Nepeta called Walker's Low. Holy cow, it is twice as big as it was last year. Amazing, so pretty. And I did put it underneath, why it's so puffy, I think, partly is because I've got little chicken wire cloches underneath to keep the cats off. So they've sort of smushed the edges, but leave me with these beautiful sort of purplish blue flowers. I'm so excited about that. And then I've got, you know, I have all this native milkweed down here, and it got chomped down by the monarch butterflies. And so I came back from my trip. I feel like it took forever, but they're finally leafing out again. And then look at the daylilies, y'all. I mean, I love a daylily, and they're so beautiful. And the Blackfoot daisy is doing really nicely, and it's kind of entangled a little bit with the Minoan lace, which I'm really loving. This is my first year with it, and so I'm gonna see how well it does. If it makes it, it might just be an annual that is gonna reseed, and I won't see it again until next spring. But we'll see how that lasts. And then my poor fountain that needs a new pump. It came in the mail, but ugh, it looks terrible. I finally got some Gora really started back here. And let me see if I can, I'm messing with my camera today. I don't know what the deal is, but I've finally got, I'm gonna have like a little swath of pink Gora that's gonna start here and kind of goes back in there. And then I've got a carrot just popping up right in the middle. And again, I buy these carrots at the grocery store and stick them in the ground in the fall. And but I buy different kinds. I just buy whatever carrots, I buy the organic carrots from Whole Foods. I don't know what they're gonna look like. So look how upright and tidy and sort of tight together these carrots are. So I can't wait to see the flowers, but I'm really happy with the form because I've got some other ones that have just fallen down. So, but it's always fun to see what's gonna happen. This is a self-sown Gomphrena from last year, and it's flopping over. I'm gonna let it stay in the walkway, but it's finally starting to bloom. And Nearly Wild, ready for a second round. And oh my goodness, you guys, Stokes Aster, amazing. And then of course this little thing popped up. It is indeed, if you've been watching past videos, it's a Mexican hat. It's a native Texas sort of wildflower. I did not plant it here. I have no idea how it got here. It's not really in my color scheme. I'm leaving it because it's so pretty. Right next to it, right in the middle of this pink skull cap, is a self-sown giant coneflower. I have no idea what color that's going to be. And then another little coneflower is coming up in the middle of the skull cap. Neither of these things I planted here. So the skull cap is like, excuse me, Pardon me. So I keep cutting any leaf that's touching the skull cap. I'm kind of trimming just to give it some room. And then here is some beautiful, I don't have very many of them, but I'm thrilled with the ones I have. This beautiful cosmos. And along with the cosmos, I have this plant that looks kind of cosmos-ish, right? But not. It has sort of a different form, and it looks a little bit like the Mexican hat. I have no idea whether that's going to be a cosmos or not. I hope it is. That's what I really wanted there. And then coming back from like 2 years ago, this is a little coreopsis called Moonbeam. No, it's not a landsleep coreopsis. It's a little tiny coreopsis. And it didn't come back last year. I never saw any of it. And yet, when I cleared out all the leaves, that's what that is. Souvenir de St. Anne has been looking really pretty and had lots of flowers that it's usually like a single, but look, it's got giant clusters, and that's been, I think, maybe just because the bush is more mature, I'm getting, more flowers off of it. And then holy moly, y'all, this is what we wait for every year. This is bee balm called Peter's Purple, and it is amazing. It looks ratty all year. It kind of dies to the ground in the winter, and then boom, we get this. And I think this is the 3rd year I've had this. I think once it flowers, and it'll last a couple weeks, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it back. Instead of letting it be, it gets very leggy, it starts to lay down on top of things. And I think I'm gonna see what happens. I think it's pretty hard to kill. And so I'm gonna just cut it down when it's through blooming, and we'll see, because you can see it's already got powdery mildew on it. And I've got little 290 pink buttons here, one of my favorite little roses. And then another reason that I'm gonna go ahead and cut that when it's through blooming is that deep inside here, I've got Salvia Mystic Spires, and it's getting smushed. This beautiful yellow here is carrots. This is the Tutti Frutti Agastache, which isn't really taking up that much room, but between this beautiful stuff and this beautiful stuff, my salvia is getting smushed. And so I will trim that back, and then as soon as it gets really hot, that parsley will go. It just can't take the heat. And then look, this is the first time I've grown the purple hyacinth bean vine in the middle of the garden. And gosh, what a wonderful success. And look how fun the beans are, and beautiful flowers. And I'm really happy with how that's turned out. But again, it's very crowded, but this is also parsley. So this and this will both go when it gets hot. And then it will open up and give me more air circulation and give things more room to grow. And my Salvia leucantha has just flopped over, but I knew it was going to happen, so I gave it lots of room. And then floating above it is the Tutti Frutti Agastache, which of course I swore off of last year because it's so hard to get it through the heat. And now I've got pretty ones everywhere that made it through the heat. But I'm not buying any more, y'all. But this one is so floaty and pretty. And because I don't mind that it's floppy because it's surrounded by other things that are also floppy. And then I'm watching that beautiful grass. I love it. Okay, y'all, Miss Doubtfire, I can't touch her, right? She's a feral cat. But she has decided that she can pet me. If I reach down, she will run away. I know you're here for flowers, but I'm showing you, this is the most exciting thing that has happened. The other day, she actually sat on my feet. And I was like, my lap is like a foot from my feet. You could sit there, and she's not having it. Okay, I know y'all are ready for me to stop, but look, Miss Doubtfire. Hi, sweet pea. Hi, thank you for the attention. Oh, thank you. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Okay, in the shade, this is very, very shaded. You can see things reaching for the sun this way. This is a carrot, but it just stayed really small. And it's kind of fallen over a little bit, but it's really, I think it's just delightful. Like this little sparkle of creamy white down at the end of the path. Look, she's still there. I'm so happy. Miss Doubtfire. I'm sure y'all are like, show me the plants. Like one of you is like, show me the cat. And then another carrot there that kind of got tall. And then, oh, look at this little just fluff of diamond frost euphorbia. I love it. It came back from the freeze. There's a bunch of it here and there, and there's more over there. And I didn't cover it. I didn't do anything to it. It got down to 16 degrees, didn't care. It is, so I am, treating it as absolutely a perennial. And I'm going. Come on, let's go. And I highly recommend it. Occasionally I do have to, weed it out because there's you have to edit. And then here is my first little cleome over here anyway, starting to bloom. And this amazing penta, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I love this so much. And look at that big puffy one over there, pale pink. Sort of surrounded by all this Salvia uliginosa, which is also called bog sage. If you guys find it for sale, buy it, because I have never seen it. I have just carried this from house to house for 20 years. I have not seen it for sale in all that time. And obviously it likes to live. It takes almost total shade. It's amazing. It'll kind of run around. You have to move it a little bit here and there, but you can share it with people. So if you see it, buy it. And if you are a nursery person, which I'm sure you're not, please put this back in the trade, because it's a great, great plant. I'm trying to get you a little look at it. Isn't it pretty? And it spreads by rhizomes. I have not ever seen it seed around. It spreads under the ground. I've got a little bit of milkweed in here, and I'm keeping the monarch mamas off of it for now. And then back here is my Salvia madrensis, which is also called forsythia sage. I'm new to this year. I am really liking it. Y'all know I like pale yellow, and it's nice and buttery, and I just love it. And it's next to this massive stand of Amistad, which, look how big. I mean, you guys, I have a Mini Cooper. This is the size of my Mini Cooper. This one chunk of Salvia Amistad. So yeah, I love it. I used to think I was gonna, oh, there's a butterfly. I used to think I was gonna dig it up, but I have changed my mind. I have since changed my mind. Here's more gomphrena in a pot this time, but a pot with a bottom that's broken out. I'm just leaving it out here. More carrots. Look how pretty. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. I got caught by this wonderful rose called Excellence von Schubert. Look at the color. It's so sort of cream and pale green, and oh, I just love it. And a little white cleome popping up. And then here's more of this, which I'm loving on this little obelisk also. The purple, the hyacinth bean vine, purple. And I've seen, it doesn't have the kind of shape flower I would associate with hummingbirds, but they really like this. I have cute pictures of butterflies sitting in this. And so I recommend it if you're a butterfly, if you're a hummingbird lover. It really is something to think about. And then this is the Salvia amanti, which is so pretty. So I can get it in focus here. Come on now. It doesn't want to be in focus. It's like, I don't care about you in your video. There it is. So pretty. So pretty. It's dropping its leaves very easily. The leaves yellow and drop. I'm just kind of embracing that since I don't have any other real plan. So I kind of go through. They come off so easily that I will kind of go through and drop them off. And just let it be kind of leggy and enjoy the flowers floating around at the top. I'm in love with this rose, which has just been going and going and going for probably 2 months now. And look at that beautiful fluffy yellow with the big hot pink behind it. And then, okay, I'm gonna show you one more thing, but I've gotten myself in the middle of the garden, and if y'all are like me, you're trying not to step on everything. But I've got some cleomes popped in here. My little purple millet grass croaked. I can't even find it. It has not made it. Here's another little cleome. Here are the crinum. Oh, there's 4. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. And I love this even just for its foliage, because that one, I got 2 here, that one stands straight up, and then this is pink, and it flops over as more curvy look to it. What I'm really climbing back here to show you is this is rattlesnake master. It is a native Texas plant. Look how cool that is. I'm so excited. This is really the first time it's sort of blooming, and I've gotten to take a look at it. There's sort of a 4-foot tall one, 3.5, a 5-foot tall one, and then that one that's leaning must be 7 feet tall. And I don't know if you can see, there is a spider right in the middle of this. You see him floating there? So cool. He has a beautiful web. Well, I have boxed myself in. I have painted myself into a corner. And so I'm going to end my video here. Thank you guys so much for watching and all your sweet comments. I hope you have fun watching it, because I have fun making these. And just like I have fun making this garden. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.